And that's the new one. I don't think I've ever seen a Wigglytuff before. I don't know, maybe FaZe used one. Anyway, Ambipom is pretty simple. He's kind of a one-trick pony, maybe a 1.5 trick pony depending on your moveset. So I obviously go right for Fake Out because that's what he does. And it did a pretty good chunk, about 30%, but double hit's not going to KO it, so I've got to switch somewhere else. And Hariyama's got a pretty wide variety of stuff that he wants to be able to do. So I don't know if maybe he wants to try subbing up. It's a little bit risky if he thinks I'm going to go with double hit, but I go with Alakazam just hoping that he'll go with stab move, which would be super effective against Ambipom anyway. And I'm assuming here he's going to switch out to some sort of wall or be scared of it or whatever, and I'm going to try and switch as well. Unfortunately, he didn't. I guess he predicted that I would, use something else like Grass Knot or whatever and went right for Payback. And looks like I'm barely going to be able to set up Stealth Rock. I could tell I was faster because my leftovers activated before his leftovers. Nice little trick. Thanks for that one. And he switched to Ice Punch, did a little bit less, and here I'm just going to blow up. I know it's obvious, but if he had a Ghost, he would have went to it for Ambipom. So he's not going to have a Ghost, and I'm just going to blow, which is what I do. Unfortunately, Leftovers is a pretty cool item, and it doesn't afraid of anything, and he survives at 7 hit points, but no big deal. So I do have a lot of sweepers, and I'm a little worried about what I want to bring in, because I got a Scarfer and I got a Specs. At the same time, I want to keep Dugtrio a secret, because he's a secret to everybody right now, and it's better off that way. He showed Ice Punch, so Altaria is not a good choice, which pretty much leaves me with Alakazam or Ambipom to go back to, because that's what I've already shown him, and he doesn't really know that Zam is going to be Spexed just yet. So I believe I go out to Zam. Yeah, I just go out to Zam, because I know it's going to hit hard, and I want to try and save Ambipom as much as I can because of the whole Fake Out gig. It can kind of work as a little safety valve in a way. So in comes Ampharos, and I'm pretty confident that it's going to want to T-Wave me. Obviously he would not bring it in here if it wasn't good at taking special hits, so I know this isn't exactly a good matchup for me, or else he wouldn't do it. So I definitely want to go to Dugtrio right now, because I can be like, lol, pwned. But at the same time, I want to see how much this does, and I know I have Altaria with Heal Bell, so I'm not as worried. I was more worried that Alakazam would just die, but I also know that because of Synchronize, I would still be faster if he T-Waved, and I could still scare him off and probably kill him. So I'm going to just go for the kill, and unfortunately he protects, and I'm going to use this turn now to go to Dugtrio, because he'll probably use, I'm hoping anyway, he'll use like a Thunderbolt or something. I don't really know. I feel like it's more risky now than it was 2 turns ago, but I'm going to go for it now. And he ends up just trying to protect again to get a little bit more leftover so he could survive that next Psychic. But I think he would have been alright anyway. Regardless, he's now dead because trapped, and lol, and Dugtrio is pretty cool like that. So Life Orb Recoil hits, so he knows that I can switch moves, and in comes this thing, which it's a little... I'm afraid of it because I know it can Ice Beam, and I'm afraid of it Calm Minding up because Sucker Punch is pretty common on Dugtrio, but Ice really wrecks this team. I can't switch to Altaria to take it, so I've got a bunch of sweepers. The point of a bunch of sweepers is to just obviously hurt everything as much as you can. So I went for it. Thankfully, he went for the kill as well. I got some good damage off on it, and MESPRIT is essentially now dead to me, so I'm not afraid of it whatsoever. I can kill it with any one of my sweepers in one shot now, so I'm just going to go right for Fake Out, because I wanted to, obviously Shadow Claw would be good, super effective and all that, but Fake Out's like perfectly safe. He doesn't have a Ghost, so why not? So I just go for it, hits Wigglytuff, which Shadow Claw would not have, yay, and that allows me to barely kill it off with a double hit as well, so pretty cool. Stealth Rock and Fake Out and double hit and all this stuff is adding up on his guys. So in comes a Tropius, which takes a pretty significant amount of damage, but I can't Fake Out yet, so I'm going to switch. And Air Slash misses, which is kind of nice, so I could go for Toxic first, or I could go for Heal Bell first, but I want to make sure I get that Heal Bell off so that Zam is worthwhile again. And looks like he did less than 50% by a fair chunk, so that miss would not have finished me off, which is going to allow me to Toxic here, as opposed to me just roosting all day to be annoying. But he ends up getting a crit now, which more than makes up for it a little bit. If it wasn't for the crit, I would have survived a little bit, and then definitely roosted all day until he died. But it's not really too big of a deal, so I don't want to go to Blaziken, even though it's super effective, because he'll switch out, and I don't really know what else is going to go on with that, and I don't want to get stuck to one move. I don't really trust Zam just yet. I don't know why. I don't really know how strong he's going to be. I guess he does have specs, but I'm going to end up going back to Ambipom simply because the thought of having Fake Out, flinch him, and then Toxic hurt him more is just really funny to me. So, bam, there's more damage. And it ended up doing a lot more than I thought anyway, so Ambipom is just freaking sweet. I did not know that this guy had, like, trucks for fists. And look at it. Look at his hand. His hand is so disproportionately dumb-shaped. It's like swelling from a allergic reaction or something. I don't know. But he's just wrecking face is what he's doing. Ambipom's taking everything out. Taking out MESPRIT, taking out Wigglytuff, taking out Tropius, taking out, well, whatever. If Tauros' Scarf, things are a little bit more of an issue, but it's not, so I'm just going to stay in, do some double hit, and I got 2 sweepers that are faster than it to bring it in, both of which can kill it in one shot. So that's going to be the match, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.